We have ships heading to Iran. We have big ones, biggest and the best. And we have talks going on with Iran. We'll see how it all works out. Have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. If you look at the DOJ, they released 3 million pages. There are a lot of questions about it, but nothing on me.
Why have they decided to hold back 50% of the Epstein files and play games with where Trump's name is, and removing this photo and redacting this, but then putting out the names of the survivors?
What exactly did you mean when you said that you should nationalize elections, and which 15 states are you talking about?
The elections be honest. If they can't count the votes legally and honestly, then somebody else should take
But the
over.
Constitution says it should be states that administer elections, Mr. President. That's what the
You know
Constitution
what?
says.
They can administer the election, but they have to do it honestly.
On the Epstein files, you talked about Democrats who were in there. Elon Musk was also in there, and so was your Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, and correspondence that he had with him. Did you read those new files that were published by the Department of Justice?
I have a lot of things I'm doing, you
A
know.
lot of women who are survivors of Epstein's are unhappy with those redactions that came out. Do you think that they should be more transparent?
They thought they released too much. I think it's time for the country to maybe get onto something else.
But what would you say to people who feel like they haven't gotten justice? What would you say to the survivors who feel like they haven't gotten justice?
Reporter. I don't think I've ever seen a smile.
Well, I'm asking you about survivors of Jeffrey Epstein, Mr. President.
Because you know you're not telling the truth.
These are survivors of a sexual abuser.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Let's go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
I've seen you smile plenty of times. I don't know anybody sane who smiles when they're talking about survivors of sexual assault and sex trafficking.
Many of them were incredibly young or underage when they were abused by Jeffrey Epstein. It's not a laughing matter for them. As the president is saying, it's time to move on. There's many people, including a lot of his own supporters, who do not feel that way. Thanks. Can I also ask you what you thought of the president and how he responded to our questions today about Jeffrey Epstein and what the survivors have said about the release and it being insufficient in their eyes?
These survivors have gone through hell. Their lives have been traumatized to a horrible degree. All of the information that is possible should be coming out.
A third of the workforce at the Washington Post was laid off